This is now after the tunnel, the central part of this highway. When you go first from the border to the Drin River, then up to the tunnel and the mountain passes. This amazing 5-kilometer tunnel. Now we are heading down. Here climatically already is gradually it's getting warmer again. The mountain climate ends, and then you have already Mediterranean climate going into Milot. Milot is the kind of crossing point where the north-south highway of the so-called Adriatic-Ionian highway, which unfortunately is still a wish. We have 330 kilometers missing between Bosnia, Medjugorje and Milot. Milot, everything is finished, and then you have also a very nice pass over there already, and that would be the most important highway crossing points in Albania, the Milot-Kosovo crossing, and it's of course very good and very important, but unfortunately neither government since 2014 has now built the highway north of Milot to Podgorica. Podgorica has done very little. They have extended the magistrale, they call it, the federal road towards a third lane in some parts from Niksic to Podgorica, but the real thing which needs to be done, a real highway from Milot, Shkodra, Podgorica, Niksic towards Trebinje, and then from Trebinje towards the Herzegovina up north, that is unfortunately not reality, and it is the issue, and it's a big problem. Here you see the beauty of the mountains. I really love them. They are really fantastic big mountains, and they also carry a huge mineral potential in chrome, in ferrochrome, in other minerals, nickel, plump and gold. There's a lot here, and some say even uranium, but who knows? It's obviously a question which needs further exploration, and the issue of gold. But what is for sure a lot here is chromium. Chromium is important for the steel industry, and you can exploit much of it here, and there's a real competition for the chrome mining licenses, steel and nickel and much of it. So most of these things, they were now coming very cheaply from the Urals, because there you have also this geography and geological conditions like here, and there was much of it coming from the Urals, and they were very much cheaper than here in the Balkans, and also better quality, and also more of it, and this here accessible already. And that is now changing, because gradually I think we will decouple completely from the Russian economy. It's a very painful process, but we should also sanction wood from Russia, also sanction all forms of minerals imported into the European Union. And of course this will, look, a very beautiful church here. This is the Catholic part of northern Albania. Here Marianne Graf from Austria has done so much to help the Albanians in very difficult conditions. People here are Christian because they survived in the mountains of the south, and in the north of Albania they survived because the central plains were occupied by the Ottoman authorities, and so most of the people were there also refugees from other parts of Ottoman Balkans during the various expansions of Serbia. But here they are, many of them are of course still Catholics, as Skanderbeg was, and they are on that line, and they are stubborn and stay. And that's a very nice restaurant, but I cannot stay because I have this meeting in Milot, and I'm trying to be more or less on time. I will be good. Now it's 11, they will wait, it's not a problem. And we are heading now south of this beautiful place into that amazing Milot. And I should have probably not had the coffee with Asim, but that was also good to have. Yeah. Whatever, so many things to do, and yes, I'm thinking aloud. And I love Albania, it's very good. I love Kosovo, Montenegro, Macedonia, amazing places. Also Bosnia. Yesterday I had very good discussions again about Bosnia, and that's of course also a very important country for Austria, and I hope that they will get the EU candidate status, and I hope sooner or later by December Council we can have the remaining 3 issues on the candidate status done and then get everybody in the EU. And the campaign I have is actually to get Macedonia, Albania, Montenegro in the EU 2024. And no, we are seemingly failing. The EU is not very convincing performing. And now we have another of the summits and we are a bit late, to be honest. I don't know exactly what will happen now. It's now Thursday, and there will be Friday summit and Saturday summit in Brussels, head of state. We have this summit again, and we had the informal summit in Prague, and we had the summit now here. There will be one in December, and the regular one, and then until then I think the free candidate status issues could be done. I don't see any reason why to further delay that. And also to have courage for the economic decisions. Again, I repeat, the euro for the countries, all countries who are EU candidate should have the euro, all countries should have the EU labor market open for them, absolutely now and permanently forever for all EU candidate countries. The euro is currency, yes, we do it a bit reverse engineering, a bit faster, accelerated accession by opening up immediately and using the euro as a tool. And then we avoid a big currency crisis after all this money printing is going on to fund the war in Ukraine. And of course it's much better to have the euro and the EU to pay the costs directly, not to give it over to the consumers. And this is all very via inflation. And also have a big currency crisis, which is then resulting in Ukraine being fully integrated into the EU market. Big currency crisis also indirectly then we paying the costs of that devaluation via making Ukraine, which has already only 25% of the currency value of 2013, is then whatever, you want to have it at 10% or at 5% of the currency value, somehow at 50 with the hryvnia to the euro, or at 100, or what exactly you want. I don't know exactly the wisdom of some of the decision makers in Brussels. Anyhow, that's for the euro, that's also for the labor market, very good, and that's for the institutional question. And of course all the countries must be in NATO, and I wonder if my press conference in Graz was covered now. I gave a very good interview to Antenne Steiermark, but I was not sure if it was broadcasted. I will try to find out. And it will be very good. I also have to find out if there's other press centers like this in Innsbruck. And here it's very windy, you see, wow. And this is very good. No, I love it. Albania is amazing. And in another 20 minutes I will be in Milot, and I will show you that beautiful part of the town. And you see the highway is in good condition. It's a bit windy, and there's obviously much traffic between Kosovo and Albania. They are paying €5 now, and they should also get a completed highway, because it's a shame of the nation that now, when we are coming very soon to the end of this highway, there is still such a long piece of that highway which is not ready. And that's really hard to understand why in the year 2022, after this highway project has started no less than in 2006, basically they made the decision, and now it's 14, 16 years and still it's not finished. The Drin River Bridge, okay, it's complicated, expensive, but the normal stuff here along the, it's not the Shkobilni River, I always mixed it up, that's the, in Elbasan, Mat River, that's the Mat River. It's also famous for the Bridge of the King, and north of it is northern of Albania, and then it's central Albania here after the Mat River Bridge, the King's Bridge they call it. Yeah, and very soon we are coming to Reshen, and then the highway is over, and then we are in the situation that we need still another 20 minutes to reach the beautiful Milot, and then there's a lot of kilometers missing, and we are unfortunate 16 years after, 16 years of building, and still, I mean, such a remaining 25 kilometers can be done very fast, but no good. What to say? Thanks a lot, more to come, and Milot is already written here on the table, and soon I will be there. Thanks a lot, bye.